Thank you. All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you to Columbia College for having me here today, and thank you all for joining us. My name is Trisha Del Barrio, and I'm an assistant director at the undergraduate admission office at UCLA and the Columbia College representative as well. So here's a brief overview of what I'll be going over during my presentation. So requirements and selection process, choosing a major, UCLA's holistic review process, and some great tools and resources you can use to navigate through the application process itself. So when it comes to UCLA's selection process, we always encourage students to try to complete as many major preparatory courses as soon as possible prior to transferring, but of course, based on the availability of the courses that are offered at your current schools. When it comes to major preparation, a great resource that we always encourage students to reference is UCLA's Transfer Admission Guide that can be found online in a PDF format on our admission website, admission.ucla.edu/transfer. And it houses all of our majors and the major preparation course requirements that students need to complete for each major prior to transferring to our campus. And of course, like my colleagues have mentioned, to reference ISIS.org to make sure that the courses you are taking are both UC transferable and can be used to satisfy major preparation coursework and GE requirements. Most of our majors require a minimum GPA of a 3.2 or higher. And so here's a slide of our highly selective majors. So these numbers are not here to deter you or discourage you, but something to keep in mind when considering selecting a major to apply to. Highly selective majors are not capped majors, but it essentially means that we have noticed an upward trend of applicants who apply to these 14 popular majors in our College of Letters and Sciences. But of course, due to space availability and department capacity, unfortunately, we are not able to admit all of these students into these particular majors and those within our specialty schools as well. So at UCLA, we offer the School of Engineering, Theater, Film, and Television, Arts, Architecture, School of Nursing, and School of Music. So this is just to show you a breakdown of what our most popular majors are and how approximately over 72% out of 25,000 transfer applicants that we had last year have the tendency to apply to one of these 14 majors or within our professional schools. But what's great about UCLA is that we offer over 125 different majors to choose from and over 90 minors that you can select from that you can use to supplement your education and of course tailor your curriculum to what you're most passionate about and relate it to the field that you're interested in. So here's a list of some of our similar majors that are offered on our campus, and it's great because they may have similar major preparation course requirements as well. And of course, most of our majors are both multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary, which means that students can still have the same access to resources, faculty, internships, research, and more on our campus. Multidisciplinary means that student course content can be seen from different perspectives on a single topic. And of course, depending on which fields or topics that you're most interested in, you can find something that will suit you best and may even have similar major prep, like I mentioned earlier. So a good example is the Anthropology Bachelor of Science major that we currently offer that combines life sciences and humanities. Comparative literature is the study and the history and understanding of literature, and linguistics studies the theoretical discipline of human languages. You can also choose to select a geographical region or a foreign language that can offer you a contemporary perspective of a specific area or region and their broad international issues if you're interested in like global studies or international development studies. And for psychology majors who are interested in that, we do offer neuroscience and cognitive science. Cognitive science is the interdisciplinary of traditional psychology, math, and sciences. So these are all great options you can look into and explore on our transfer admission guide and online on our website as well. So UCLA does use a holistic review approach when reviewing all of our applicants. So everything on your application is taken into consideration, including your academic accomplishments, both inside and outside of the classroom, personal achievements that you would like to highlight and share with us, as well as your personal insight questions, which is a great opportunity for you to showcase different aspects of your personality, share with us your unique stories and your unique experiences with us. So of course, when it comes to academics, we want to make sure that you're meeting the minimum eligibility requirements with the 60 semester transferable units, completion of the 7 coursework pattern, completion of major prerequisites, and of course, your cumulative GPA to make sure that you're meeting the minimum GPA requirements for each of our majors. When it comes to personal achievements, we like to see students to take initiative, demonstrate some type of leadership experience or service. We also take into consideration your employment history or personal responsibility within your families, within your homes, or within your communities. Any special talents, awards, or honors that you'd like to highlight and share with us. If you have any military service, internship experience, participate in special programs or educational preparation programs like EAOP, UCLA's Academic Advancement Program, or like culture-based organizations like Umoja. So these are great opportunities for you to showcase what you participate in, like volunteer work, community service, and all of these are here to benefit you, not necessarily harm you in any negative way on your application. So everything counts. And when it comes to your personal insight questions, we like to see students who demonstrate drive, determination, and willingness to succeed. So students can also provide more details about any special circumstances they may have within the additional comment section or within the PIQs itself, if they've taken advantage of many opportunities that are available to them, or if there are limited opportunities or resources available to them within their campus or within their community itself. If they've overcome any life challenges or obstacles, what they've learned from these experiences, and how have these experiences shaped them? And of course, once again, showcasing any unique talents, qualities, or skills that you'd like to present to us. Here's some of our specialty schools and provides more in depth about the minimum GPA requirements that may vary depending on the specialty school program that you're interested in, the program emphasis, as well as if the supplemental application is required. So for School of Music, the minimum GPA to apply is a 3.0. It is talent-based, and the supplemental application may include like an audition or writing or portfolio of some sort. For the School of Engineering, the minimum GPA is a 3.4. Emphasis on major prep, no supplemental application is needed. For the School of Nursing, the minimum GPA to apply is a 3.5. The emphasis is on academics and leadership or service. So they like to see students who have some type of experience, whether it's voluntary, internships, or job within the field of nursing or health medical field. And a supplemental application may include either like additional writing prompts, a resume, and letters of recommendation. For arts and architecture, the minimum GPA is a 3.0. It is also talent-based, and a supplemental application is required that can consist of either an audition or writing or portfolio of some sort. Theater, film, and television, minimum GPA to apply is a 3.2. Talent-based as well, and a supplemental application may include, once again, an audition, writing samples, or portfolio of some kind. We do offer new majors that students can start applying to this fall. The newest one we have is the Education and Social Transformation major. The minimum GPA to apply is a 3.2. Currently, there's no major preparation coursework available at the community college level. So essentially, students who are admitted to this major on our campus would start taking these lower division requirements on campus at UCLA. Completion of IGETC is recommended. For School of Public Affairs, the minimum GPA to apply is a 3.2. Emphasis is on major prep, so major preparation coursework is currently available and listed on assist.org. Completion of IGETC is also recommended. So for these specialty programs, since they're relatively new, you'll find them listed under the College of Letters and Sciences on the UC application itself. So just a key note there. And here's a great opportunity for students. If you're interested in one of our specialty school programs, here's a great way to contact the departments directly. So they'll give you opportunity to take a photo. If you have any like supplemental application questions, like tips and tricks on how to prepare for them, as well as any specific questions about the department or the programs itself, this is a great way for you to contact them directly. And I'll give you another moment to take photos for our new major contacts like education, public affairs, music, and nursing as well. Right? And moving on. When it comes to IGETC, so IGETC does satisfy UCLA's general education graduation requirements, but most of our majors within College of Letters and Sciences do not require IGETC. However, for some of our specialty schools, depending on which majors you're interested in applying to, they may require it, like theater, film, and television, and nursing, simply because they are much more rigorous hands-on programs that they like to see students complete their IGETC, so all the lower division requirements prior to transferring. For other programs like music, arts, architecture, public affairs, and School of Education, like I mentioned, it is recommended, but not necessary for admission purposes. But for the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences, I guess it is not recommended simply because there's a strong emphasis on major preparation coursework already, that there's already too many courses that students need to complete prior to transferring. So we try to recommend students to complete those before worrying about IGETC. And one thing I'd like to highlight for you all, of course, is that your transfer timeline does not have to be within 2 years, and there's no single correct transfer pathway to UCLA. It is truly unique to you, your stories, and your experiences, and there's never any rush or pressure to apply to any of our campuses until you are ready, confident, and comfortable with the application process and what majors you're planning to apply to. Here are some great resources that I like for y'all to utilize. Of course, your local transfer center. There's some great counselors out there that can do one-on-one appointments with you and help you start your application process, or to help you start researching schools that you're interested in transferring to. Utilizing our admission website, admission.ucla.edu, where you can find all the great information about our upcoming virtual events, like our live virtual tours of our campus, additional workshops. We also offer transfer information sessions, which is like the first Friday of every month throughout the recruitment season, throughout the fall and spring. It's a great opportunity for transfer students to get additional workshops, as well as do live virtual tours that you can sign up for free online, just to make sure that the space is available so the The next one is tomorrow, and the next one I believe is the next Friday in December. We also have what is known as Meet Your Counselor page. So if you attend multiple community colleges aside from Columbia, you can find directly your counselor's email address. And so my information will be listed on there as well in case you're unable to take a photo of my email that I will provide at the very end of this presentation. So it's a great way for you to just contact us directly, answer any specific questions, try to set up one-on-one appointments with us, or more information that you would like. We're here to help and support you. And we also offer what is known as the profile admitted transfer students on our website. So if you're interested in like the statistics and data of what the previous applicant pools have looked like, including applicant rates, the admit rates broken down by campus, by school, as well as broken down by major. These numbers and statistics are not here to deter or discourage you, but simply to use as a guide or reference. So something that you can aspire to or try to aim if you're like trying to apply to one of our highly selected majors or one of our specialty school programs. So just kind of like to give you an insight of what previous applicant pools look like if you're interested in that kind of information. And of course, assist.org. And so like I mentioned earlier, we do offer like a publication library that's found online on our website. So everything is listed on PDF format. That's where you can find our transfer admission guide, our personal insight question guide, financial aid resources, as well as more information that transfer applicants need to help navigate and maneuver through this application process. And this concludes my presentation portion, and here's a chance for you to take note of my email address. Currently, I'm not in the office, as you can see, so the best way to contact me directly is through email in the meantime. But thank you all.